I'm Bob Trask. Thank you for being with me. Today we're going to talk about rinsing away our suffering. Rinsing away our suffering. And I know that you, even though it may not be conscious every day, have suffering. And I have suffering. We all have suffering. The thing of it is that it's quiet suffering. It sits deep, deep inside of us. And we don't even feel it after a while. It's like walking with a little rock in your shoe. After a while, you just don't notice it anymore. But it's there. And it affects my life, that old suffering. It affects my life. It affects the decisions I make. It affects the amount of joy or happiness I can have in my life. It affects my relationships. And all of that comes from the past. 100% of it comes from the past, and the past doesn't exist. And yet I know that's not exactly true, is it? Because the past is alive in our minds. May not be real, but it's alive in our minds. In fact, we spend most of our precious time in the past, more there than anywhere else. And yet there's nothing happening in the past. There's nothing happening there, just old movies we keep playing again and again and again. No real experiences, no new experiences, no opportunities to be new, no opportunities to be a new person today because I had a new experience that taught me something new about myself. Old memories and memories that live in our subconscious mind. That's where they live, in our subconscious mind. It's like this huge library with trillions and trillions of videotapes. And they're all playing all the time. It just depends on which button we push, whether or not we hear those or see those. And the button, that's a new experience. That's something that comes to me today. Like I see a dog, and the dog is a certain breed and a certain type, and immediately I compare it to all the dogs I've ever seen and known that were that size. Maybe my own dog. And I decide whether that's a nice dog or a bad dog or a good dog or a dog that maybe is hard to train or easy to train or well, I get all that stuff going on because of my experience with dogs. We measure every part of life against old stories. And because they're not true life, those old stories, those memories age us. They age us because when we have new experiences, it makes us young again. It gets the blood going, it gets the nerves going. It gives us life again. Those little stories, they're done. You did that. You've already done that. And they age us. They isolate us. And they cause us grief. And I know that what I'm feeling and what you're feeling are different to some degree. And we'll never agree about everything that we know about politics or religion or diet or even the best cars to own. So each of us are individuals. And we've accumulated our individual experiences, life experiences. And those experiences have been cataloged, carefully cataloged in a deep part of our subconscious minds where they become opinions and beliefs. Those memories turn into opinions and beliefs. So when we make a decision about something, it's almost never a free thought decision. It's instead being dictated by what we think we know. It's being dictated by those old experiences, not new experiences. The world is changing. What was true yesterday isn't true today anymore. What was true last year and 10 years ago are not true anymore. And many of those decisions, those beliefs and opinions that we have, We gathered those when we were little kids. When we were little kids, and so we're still making adult decisions based on childhood memories. My dear mother-in-law, Sammy, saw a large bull snake in a fruit cellar when she was a little kid, and she felt trapped by it. Now, Sammy lived into her 90s, and for each of those many years, she was haunted by that stupid snake. The snake, it was a docile snake. It would never have hurt her. Bull snake, they're not going to hurt you. They're docile. But her memories of that snake and many other things in her childhood ran her conscious mind for over 90 years. So she lived for over 90 years, but did she really live for over 90 years, or did she relive the earlier years over and over and over again? And I'm looking at my life and your life today and saying, are we reliving those same years over and over and over again, or are we open for new experiences? So we need to forgive those old things, don't we? We need to forgive those old memories. We need to accept those old memories. We need to be one with those old memories. And what if those old memories were painful? And what if when that memory comes up, it's painful? Then let it be painful. If I accept the pain, if I'm one with the pain, then it can't hurt me. If I forgive it, if I can just forgive that and accept it, then the snake and the little boy or the little girl who is terrified by a gentle beast, it all becomes just neutral. Louis B. Smedes said, "Forgiving does not erase the bitter past. A healed memory is not a deleted memory. Instead, forgiving what we cannot forget creates a new way to remember. We change the memory of our past into hope for our future." Look, my friend, all these past experiences tell us who we are. They tell us who we are. They give us an identity. That's who we think we are. Look, you may be white or black or Hispanic or Asian. It doesn't make any difference what color your skin is. It doesn't make any difference how little or how much education you have. It doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're tall or short or fat or skinny. None of that matters, except that your experiences of yourself tell you who you are, and they're not true. They're not true. Those old experiences are not true, because you're not something that your experiences tell you. You're becoming. You and I are becoming. Every day we're becoming new. We're replacing, in the time you and I have been together, we've already replaced billions and billions of cells. We're becoming new all the time, and we can be becoming new emotionally and mentally as well as physically, if we would just come to terms with those old memories. Those old memories that become beliefs and becomes opinions. And those opinions lead our lives. Those old memories tell us who we are, and they tell us how to think. So how, for instance, do we feel about politics? America today is split harshly between conservatives and liberals. What I'm really saying is that it's split between two belief systems, two groups with two memory banks. Two memory banks they choose to look at and call real. And those memory banks, those belief systems, are the ones that have caused endless wars and still cause endless wars. Individual beliefs and opinions seek others to agree with, don't they? Individual beliefs and opinions seek others to agree with. And when we find those others, we sigh and think, okay, now I know I'm right. So I think that I think that a certain car is ugly and another car is beautiful. And I find somebody else that thinks the same way. Ah, that's so cool. That is so cool because they also see that car is ugly and that car is beautiful. And they have a friend that also thinks it's that. Now there's three of us. Maybe we'll start a car club, an ugly, beautiful car club, or a religion. Maybe we'll start a religion. Or maybe we'll start a religion, and then that religion will become a national theme for our nation. Because I've got a whole bunch of other people that see it the same way I do. So I know I'm right. Am I right? What's right? If I say vegetarianism is healthier than eating meat, but you say that eating meat is healthier, which is right? We're just spouting our individual beliefs, aren't we? Jews believe their Messiah will come to reestablish the Jewish nation and bring peace and prosperity back to them as God's chosen people. Muslims believe their Muhammad is the final prophet and the messenger sent by God, Allah, to guide humanity. Christians believe that Jesus is the Son of God and that he died to save mankind from their evil ways. There are 2.6 billion Christians in the world. 2.6 billion. There are 2 billion Muslims in the world. 2 billion. There are 1.7 billion Hindus in the world. 1.7. 400 million Buddhists in the world. 400 million. 250 million atheists in the world. 17.2 million Jews in the world. And they all believe they're right. And there's wars going on and people dying, families being ripped apart, cities being destroyed, families, heritages, children starving, being kept without food, without medicine, being blown up. That's going on right now because people are in a group that they feel sure is right. My group is right. Your group is wrong. My group is right. More than 200 million, 200 million people have so far died in religious wars. And hundreds of more are dying every month. And if I'm going to change the world, there's only one thing I can do about it, and that's change me by stopping my reacting to the past and to my belief systems and to my opinions and that nonsense and allowing today be the fresh new day. If it's not a fresh new day, why did I wake up this morning? Why did I even bother to wake up? Why didn't I just die in my sleep? All I'm going to do is relive yesterday. All I'm going to do is be guided by the same old BS opinions. BS, by say BS, that's belief system. Opinions, I know what you thought. The same old opinions that I have had over and over and over again. Why did I even bother to wake up? So today, let's let our brains relax into a new way of thinking. No one's going to steal our jewels. No one's going to rob us. No one's going to hurt us. No one's going to kill us. We can move into a new mind, one that sees nature, this springing, new, belonging, becoming nature around us, the freshness of the wind, the smell of breakfast fires, the smell of wildflowers, we can move into a new mind, a mind that's awake, a mind that doesn't depend on memories or beliefs to make decisions, to make choices. So let's start with those old memories that make us suffer when we think of them. And they make us suffer not because they're sufferable, not because those memories are sufferable, but because I'm resisting them, even resisting the pain of them. When I think back about a certain person who died, I feel pain from that. But if I resist the pain, then it becomes suffering. But if I allow the pain to sing its song through me, then it sings its song and goes away for a while. And it may come back and sing its song again and again and again and again. But each time I just listen to the song, I just dance with the music, and then I let it go through me and it's gone. And it doesn't run my life. It's not a bull snake. It's just an experience. Suffering's not necessary. We can go through life and have our occasional heartbreaks and disappointments and broken bones and not suffer. Helen Keller, you know who Helen Keller is. She was deaf and she was blind, and yet she just did amazing things in this world. And she said, all the world is full of suffering. It is also full of the overcoming of it. So pain's a natural part of life, isn't it? It's part of nature. But it's a part of nature, but it's not a part of of the darkness or the ugliness, or it's not part of the prediction of how the future is going to be. The past is not a prediction of how the future is going to be. No, wait a minute. You might say, hold on a minute, because I saw this certain thing was going on in the past, and I thought, yeah, that's a prediction of how it's going to be in the future. And sure enough, it was like that in the future. The link between the future and the past was you, or is me. It's my thinking that makes it so. I bring that reality into being because that's the reality I see. That's the reality I know. That's the reality I'm comfortable or uncomfortable with. But it's concurrent with my personal identity. Therefore, I bring it forward. And that's why the past becomes the future. That's why the past becomes the present. Suffering has to do with resistance, and without resistance, there is no suffering. That's why forgiveness is so important. That's why acceptance is so important. If I'm if I'm hammering, boy, and I can tell you this because I've done it. If I'm hammering a nail and I miss the nail and hit my thumb, and boy, I have done that a number of times. Oh my, that pain in my thumb. I jump around in circles and I look at my thumb and I think it should be splayed out and soaked with blood and broken, but it just looks normal. But it hurts. Oh man, it really, really hurts. It hurts like the dickens. Then I have a choice. I have a choice. I can look at my thumb and objectively say, boy, oh boy, that really, really hurts. Or I can go in resistance and I can say, and resistance in this case is anger or resentment or regret or not accepting, not accepting. I hit my thumb with the hammer. It hurts. That's truth. Anything else is not truth. If I can accept that, it still hurts like hell, really hurts, but I'm not in resistance, and so it's not suffering. I can be angry at myself, angry at the hammer, angry at the job, angry at the person who gave me the assignment. All I'm doing is building up a swamp of darkness inside of me. Resistance to truth is always suffering. And it's suffering because your subconscious mind can't find a place for it. See, that's the thing is that uh, when I have a new experience, let's just say that that experience is hitting my thumb with a hammer or getting a diagnosis from the doctor that I have a certain kind of cancer or whatever, but whatever that terrible thing is that just happened. When that happened, here's what I did. I either made that an acceptable memory in which it went into my memory banks, into my subconscious mind, and it became a part of me, and a part of me in a way that works. It's now a memory and an experience that builds wisdom inside of me. It builds wisdom because now I'm know more than I did before. I'm wiser than I was before. But if I resisted that, then when that would did, it went inside and it couldn't find a place to fit because it was in resistance. So it went inside and it just became like a cancer, a sore. It became like a tumor in there. And it just cooked. It gave off gases, swamp gas. And it changed the way I think, changed the way I see life. It tells that subconscious mind says that shouldn't have happened. Yet that shouldn't have happened. I resist that. I shouldn't have happened. Well, the subconscious mind won't find a place for it. Why? Because I don't accept it. And if I accept it, then it becomes a part of my identity. But it becomes a positive part of my identity. It becomes wisdom. And it did happen. So it's now truth. It's truth, truth, truth. And a lot of our suffering, if not all of it, is fear. It's fear because this is a new experience and I don't know how to handle it and I don't know what to do with it. Just accept it. Just be one with it. Just let it be okay. Don't stop fighting it. Just let it be okay. Whatever that is. But you say, yeah, but it hurts. Yes. Yes, it hurts. Yes, that baby died. Yes, that's painful. And it's sorrowful, and I'll weep and it'll be grief, and it'll be the way it is. If you accept the pain, it cannot hurt you, says Hugh MacLeod. Now, why this point's valuable to you and me is because all decisions and choices we make from a point of suffering or fear are reactions, not proactions. Reactive choices are never creative, and we're here to create. Creation means doing something, making something new and fresh in the world, in your life. And when we're in reaction, we're suffering and we're victims and we're powerless. And all we're doing is just replicating the same old dance over and over and over to the same old broken music. Mark Manson said, pain is inevitable, suffering is chosen. You and I both know that's true. We both know that's true. So let's not be in reaction to the hurt thumb or the hurricane or the broken heart. Let's allow every day and every moment of every day to be a fresh experience. Not one painted by experiences and memories of the past, but one that allows us to be alive and awake and knowing that we're going to overcome the pain and the loss and be who we came here to be. This next week, let's go forward and be children again. Be little kids again. When we eat that strawberry, let's pretend we've never eaten a strawberry before. Let's not compare this strawberry to all the strawberries we had in the past and say, well, it's better or worse or good or bad or a little unripe or not quite there or a little wooden tasting. It's just a strawberry. It's a brand new experience. Just be there with that brand new experience, whatever it is, and give other people new experiences. If you see somebody with a down face and you make them smile, that's a new experience for them. Sometimes I like to pick up the phone and call people that I don't know, just some random call somewhere in the world. Just call somebody. When they answer the phone, I say, "Hi, my name's Bob. You don't know me. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just wanted to tell you that as a member of your family in the human race, in the human family, I am so grateful that you're here and I love you. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye." And I hang up the phone. That's a brand new experience for them. I gave them a brand new experience, and it was a new experience for me. But it was a little bit risky, wasn't it? Yeah, unless we take risks, nothing changes in life. Only when we risk can we create a new reality. Norton Juster said, "Every sunrise gives you a new beginning and a new ending. Let this morning be a new beginning to a better relationship and a new ending to the bad memories. It's an opportunity to enjoy life, to breathe freely, to think and love. Be grateful for this beautiful day." And I'll finish my talk today by a quote from my old friend Louise Hay, who said, "Love is the greatest healing power I know. The greatest healing power I know, love. Love can heal even the deepest and most painful memories because love brings the light of understanding to the darkest corners of our hearts and minds." So what shall we do today? We shall go forward this week with love and let it rinse away our suffering. Go with my love. God bless you. See you next week.